Welcome to class, everyone. I am Professor RNG, and I'm here to teach you things about Duel Links. And I will once again be assisted by Floodgate Chen. Today we have a new transfer student. His name is Esperoba. And as a tradition here in the RNG school, once we welcome a new transfer student, we must pummel him into the ground. I will be showing you a deck that can be used to pummel him into the ground. Alright, and here is the deck that I've been using. Don't worry about the extra deck, that's just the blue eyes. I have it in there for some reason. So to get started, we're running an Unhappy Girl deck. So we're going to take him out with the power of Sad Women. The power of an Unhappy Girl is unfathomable. We're obviously running the 3 Unhappy Girl, 2 Crystal Seer, and triple Raimei, because we have to run the maximum amount of women in this deck. I also named this deck Unhappy Gandora for a reason, because we are running double Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction, like you saw in the intro. As soon as you have 3 monsters on the field, you're probably going to be tribute setting as long as you think he's safe. And then on the last turn, you're going to flip him over, activate his effect, and pretty much get rid of everything. It's actually pretty cheeky. We're also running a ritual card. I'm actually running Venu because it is prismatic. You can technically run whatever you want though. If you want to run Crab Turtle, go ahead. I am not going to stop you. We're also using the Union Attack version, so we have to run Vassal and Union Attack for this to work. And obviously we run Union Attack at 2. Now we're actually running 3 Econ in this deck, but you don't necessarily need 3. 3 is just what I use for consistency, because there are situations where he can switch your Unhappy Girls to defense and try to attack you, or do some other shenanigans where he blows up your one Unhappy Girl with them Tribute to the Doomed and tries to attack you directly. Now that could be dangerous, so that's why I do recommend Econs. We're running the Ritual spell for Venu, but you can run whatever you want. Like I said, Crab Turtle is an okay option as well. I'm running this one because it is a prismatic. Now we need 2 Array of Revealing Light, because this card is really useful for calling machines, and then he cannot attack on the turn that a monster is summoned. So this gives you a little bit of leeway on how to protect yourself. We are also running 1 tech card, which is the D-Spell. You don't always need this, but I'm running this as a 21 card deck, because D-Spell comes in handy for taking out his card that locks up only your back row. If you use that, you get rid of his Jinzo, and he locks up his own back row as well, so his Pulse Mines won't wreck you on the last turn. And that's pretty much it to the deck. All you're really doing is stalling until the very last turn, tributing, summoning a prismatic, I don't know, whatever ritual you want, and taking all their attack, all of these 2 monsters' attack, to swing for game. Alright, so let's go ahead and get things started. Alright, and there he is, Esperoba. So, we're going to be using the power of Sad Women to take him out today. Alright, so, we're going second, which is a good thing, because we get a little bit more power in the sense of drawing. And we already started off with 2 females in hand, so we are all set. Alright, so he has his Scrap Recycler, which usually sends Jinzo or whatever other machine to the grave. Doesn't really matter at this point. What we're going to be doing is locking down his monster, pretty much as soon as possible. So, we also have that Econ, so this is really important to be able to negate his attacks. So now we have the Unhappy Girl, which we will summon. And we're going to attack his monster head on and tell him all about our problems. So that pretty much concludes our first turn. We're starting off pretty strong. What you normally want to have in your starting hands is an Unhappy Girl, maybe a Raimei to get you an Unhappy Girl. Econ is also pretty good, and that's about it. He has the Pulse Mines, which at this position is okay because we can negate with that Econ. Alright, so these are the situations where you must use Econ. You have to use it to protect yourself, and only there. Do not use it for anything frivolous or you will regret it. So now we're going to go ahead and set that Crystal Seer, switch her to attack position, and attack into pretty much anything. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to attack that monster because it's more than likely going to go into attack position either way. So we're all set. We're going to go ahead and end. And now he's going to actually try swinging. This could potentially be bad because we do not have a target for Raimei to crash. But a good thing is we can already add Array of Revealing Light. which is a really good card for locking down their attacks. So let's go ahead and add that card. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and draw. We ended up drawing a second copy, which is fine because that just means I'm going to activate the Glossy. Alright, so now that the Glossy is in play, we're going to be calling machines, since all of his monsters are machines. So this makes it to where machine-type monsters cannot attack on the turn they are summoned. So now, let's go ahead and lock up another one of his monsters by attacking them head-on. Take that, Esperoba. Alright, so now, he's gonna potentially... There he goes. Alright, so he actually got over our Unhappy Girl, which is not necessarily a deadly thing. We do have an econ, so we're gonna go ahead and set that. We haven't lost yet. He might have turned things around, but we're probably gonna be taking these attacks to the face, because low life points never really hurt anybody. But now we can go ahead and draw a Raime. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and summon Raime and attack her straight into this guy. Could have also not attacked and just left her in defense to take up one attack, but then he will try to swing with something else. So we're gonna add an Unhappy Girl. What he's most likely gonna do is try to attack us with that Guardian of the Throne Room. So we don't really have to worry. We're going to econ that one, switch it to defense, and he's already used both of his Pulse Mines. Pulse Mines is the only real threat in his deck, so we're okay now. Now we're going to go ahead and summon that Unhappy Girl. Now that Unhappy Girl is out, we can go ahead and start locking up his monsters. We're going to want to lock down the ones that can potentially hurt us. So we should be good now. Every time he summons another monster, we're going to just simply lock it up. So, he has Jinzo. We're going to watch his animation, trying to look like a discount Pinhead. Yeah, Pinhead. That's the name. Alright, so... Shut up, Esperoba. Alright, so now we draw. And we drew a Raime, which is fine. What we're going to go ahead and do is... He couldn't attack the turn he summoned Jinzo, so we're probably just going to lock that down. And another thing we can do is either summon or set Raime for her to be destroyed. I'm probably going to summon her and try to clash her into my opponent's monster to add that other Unhappy Girl. So, let's go ahead and start things off. The only card we have left to fear is Tribute to the Doomed. So let's go ahead and do this. And activate her effect. Alright, pretty good. So now that we have that Unhappy Girl, we should be all set. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Alright, so now he's ending every turn, which is good. We do have that D-Spell, which we are going to set immediately. Why not? And we're going to go ahead and summon the Unhappy Girl. Now, D-Spell is used for Amplifier, and so just so it doesn't get to his last turn. So we're going to go ahead and attack, not Jinzo, but I forgot I was in battle position. We're going to keep attacking. All we have to do is lock down Jinzo. Alright, and he's going to tribute the Jinzo for another Jinzo. This is how desperate he is. He's willing to tribute any lockdown monster, just for that. We are going to be setting that Raime since we don't have any more Unhappy Girls in deck. But we are going to continue to lock down his stuff. It doesn't really matter what we do now, or at least with the other Unhappy Girl, because we are going to be tributing one of them eventually. So, keep locking them down, and we're going to go ahead and end. Now he can attack with the other monsters, which is fine. Oh well, we lost out on 1,000 points. But the thing is, this farm does get us 9,000 points easy, so we are still in an okay position. Now, we do have a Gandora in hand, which we can already summon, which I think I will be doing. So let's go ahead and set this guy. We're going to Tribute set him by getting rid of one of the Unhappy Girls. He still has a Tribute to the Doom that we must beware of. So, let's go ahead and attack.
Let's do this. My monster attacks. I'm done with my turn. I don't need to use ESP.
Alright.
It's your turn.
So he's going to keep ending, which is good. And we're reaching the last 3 cards in our deck. we're going to need another monster, eventually. So for now, we're going to have to keep passing turn.
I'm done with my turn.
I don't need to use ESP. It's your turn. I bet you wish you had psychic powers like me.
Alright, and there it is. We got that Crystal Seer. We're going to go ahead and set Crystal Seer just to have her taking up a spot on the field. Now, let's go ahead and end our turn. Without let's screw it. Let's go ahead and attack his monster. Why not? Let's lock that thing down too. I knew it was a Jinzo returner, but I just chose not to really attack it. But it might as well. I don't want to get attacked over and over. He does have Amplifier, which it doesn't really matter because he's already used all his copies of the dangerous card in his deck, which is Pulse Mines. Now, we are going to set that Econ so it can take up a spot and pretty much pass turn. There's no point in flipping the Crystal Seer, as it will not get its effect, or she will not get her effect.
Done with my
You should
turn.
give up.
I will not give up, Esperoba. Alright, so now he's going to pretty much end. We have him in complete lockdown, and let's draw our last card. Alright, so now we can get the party started. We're going to be flipping Gandora into attack position. And we're going to be activating all of our things. For one, let's go ahead and activate Gandora real quick. I don't think he has anything he can chain to us, so we should be fine.
My monster's effect activates.
Alright, so we paid half our life points, which puts us at under 1,000, which is pretty good for bonus points. So now, we don't really need to activate Econ or anything, so let's go ahead and let everything get destroyed. Beautiful. Alright, so now we have a 3,300 Gandora on the field. All that's left to do is activate our Primal Cry. So, in this situation, we activate Primal Cry to summon Venu in this position, and we're going to send away the Gandora in hand. We're running 2 Gandora, but I guess you can also run 2 copies of the Ritual Monster, if you would like. It doesn't really matter. So now that we have both of those monsters on the field, we're going to be summoning Gravekeeper's Vassal once and for all, for the final hit to take down this little soy boy. So let's go ahead and activate Union Attack, powering up our Vassal. And then again. Alright. So, this will put him in his place. And let's go ahead and activate this for the lulz. And end this game. It's called Dragon. Screw it. Let's go ahead and battle. So now we have 12,900 to his mouth. Right in the face. Alright, so that's one way that you can go ahead and take out Esperoba, level 40, and put him in his place. So we should be getting 1,000 points less, since he did take a little bit of damage because he's an idiot and he attacks with a 900 attack monster. So let's go ahead and see what score we got. And there it is. Alright, so we have an extra skill that we got for Taya, and we have 3 copies of Senri I. But there you go. We didn't do a perfect farm, but we still got 8,400 points. So this is just to show you. You can even switch out your engine for Piranha instead of Vassal, and you can still wreck this guy. Oh, and last time I got in trouble for not answering any questions, and for sending like 15 students to the hall and a few to the principal's office. So to make up for that, I will be having a special segment where I answer all your questions. Feel free to leave your questions in the comment section below or in my last RNG school video with the hashtag Professor RNG. And I will be answering any questions you may have about Duel Links, about life, about whatever questions you may hold. I am a professional and a professor. That's pretty much it for today. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more RNG School shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you in the next class.